guys, this is Jella and welcome back to my channel. We are now part 10 in our No Game Pass Autumn Town series. And we are starting on the neighborhood in this town. So this will be 3 different parts for each house, and if you followed the layout of this town. I made some fences around each sides, but we will be deleting those later because I am gonna add a sidewalk in front. So this is how it looks like from the first part. I forgot to add a sidewalk in front and just placed some fences there. So since this will be the neighborhood, we need to add a walking space in the front side. I also moved the crosswalk lane. And since we are having a sidewalk, we will have a smaller space for the house. Which is quite a problem since we need to be able to add a family house here. So I decided that this is going to be a 1-bedroom starter family house only. If you want to add pillars as an accent, place the pillars before adding walls since we cannot add the pillars later without the advanced placing Gamepass. Anyways, I didn't color the pillars for now because I still don't know the color we will be using. And I also deleted the first flooring. I changed the exterior to the same grass color. For the roof, I used gable roof. Just place it automatically and adjust the thickness of the roof to your liking. And then add a slanted roof on the front side. Now we will make a simple landscaping in front since we only have 1 square row to work with. I added the large dirt pile first, and we will place the tree that we have been using around the town. Remove or toggle the roof first in cases that you cannot place the tree because of the indented part of the roof. I also copied the spider plant from the planter. And I will also use this large bush for the middle part, and we will be adding another dirt pile where we will place a compact bush and the spider plant. If you want to place these plants closer to each other, follow the delete undo technique so you can place this almost together or on top of each other. Now duplicate that dirt pile and adjust the placement if you like. I just changed the color of the spider plant and we will place it on the other side of the large bush. So there are still some empty spots if you look closely, and I will just add some pumpkin decors under the tree so it would look less empty. I just copied the tall pumpkin from the other stores so we do not have to recolor. And for the regular pumpkin, we will place it on the spot of the dirt pile, so I used the delete undo technique. Now for the other corner, just copy the dirt pile with the tree and make sure to leave a space on the corner so we can add a fence later. Add the bush that you like and I'm gonna place 1 pumpkin here. Now add the fence that you like, and I just used the classic fence on the sides of the house. Now the front looks straightly separated from the tile and the grass, and I don't like how it looks. So thankful for this floor ivy that we can use. So place this floor ivy and recolor it the same as your grass color. This would look more natural than having a straight looking grass. Now we will color the exterior walls, and I want that orangey brown color, so we will settle for this one. And of course we will use the classic brick wall texture. For the slanted roof, just copy the gable roof, but use wooden ceiling texture. Recolor the other walls to brick and leave the front part because we will make it a different color and texture. So we will use flint and I saw this new wall texture, or I just didn't know we had that for a while, hehe. I liked how it looks, so we will be using that for the front wall. And I colored the pillars the same color I used for the roof. Make sure you color it the same so it would look uniformed. I also added some wall trims around the house and color the same as well. Now for the front door, we will use this traditional side light door, and I love how the door color is. So I will just change the door frame and window color. For the windows, we will be using this small panel window and recolor it the same as the door frame. I will be adding 3 windows in the middle front. And let's add a few autumn decor in front like this pumpkin stack and fall wreath by the door. I also added this paper bag with lantern light and placed a doorbell by the side. I forgot to add some trash bin in front, so we will be placing it on this corner as well as the mailbox. So we will just use the simple one. I also added a birdhouse on the side of the tree so there would be birds flying around the house. And I added this bird bath instead of the bird feeder since it was too big over here. I added this flat stone in front instead of a mat since the front part was grass flooring. And I added some more pumpkins on the side. Going inside, we will be using a wooden floor, and since this is an autumn town, we want a cozy vibe, so I will use this wooden planks. I colored the walls white for now, but we will change the wall color later. I just want to build with a white base instead of the gray one, hehe. I added 1 pillar for the wall partition. And the 3x3 room here would be the bedroom. And 2x3 room for the bathroom. Add wall trims around the house, which I copied from the exterior. I'm gonna add some windows on the side, but leave it like that for now so we can add more later. I'm using this standard door for the bedroom and bathroom. Just recolor it to your liking. So the space here left is for the living area, dining, and kitchen. We have a small space to work with. So I was thinking of doing the kitchen first and see how many square tiles would be left for the dining and living area. I am using the shaker cabinets and counters since it is the cheaper choice. And I didn't want to overuse my money since we are on a budget. I also used the delete undo technique when I placed down the counters and stove since we cannot fit those three in here. Now for the cabinets, we will make it brown wooden texture. Just copy the color for the counters and make the countertop a shade of white plastic texture. For the appliances like the stove, I am making it a dark metal color, so I use dark stone gray. To make the kitchen wall less empty, we will use this tall shelf cabinet and add on each side. We cannot add a range hood in the middle of each cabinet, so we will use the delete undo technique again. So we have this shelf cabinet for the microwave and one for the plates. I added the kitchen sink on the corner so the prepping counter would be right next to the fridge. So the kitchen flow would be from left to right. I also added this horizontal window by the kitchen sink since there is always a window when we wash plates. And now for the small appliances like this coffee machine and toaster, I'm just adding it on the prepping counter since we have less counter to work with. I'm gonna add an oak shelf over here so we can place some kitchen clutters. I like this cute coffee mugs and I just recolored it green to add more nature color in the house. Gonna add some sauce bottles, but feel free to add whichever you like. If you also like to add the appliances that you prefer, you can do so. I am just a cheap person that doesn't want to go over budget, hee. I also added the cooking utensils on the wall next to the sink since we have quite a small space in this kitchen. I placed the bowls and plates on the open shelf as mentioned earlier and color this plates to your liking. I just colored it with the autumn theme, hee. To make the sink less empty, I am just adding sponge and dishwashing soap. I really want to add this cooking pan, so I placed it on this wall, but I will move it later because of the door placement. On this side, we have some windows and I was hesitant to add 3 windows each. So instead, we will just add 2 windows on the sides for now, since we have a small living space by the entrance. I decided to just use the simple sofa chair and we will add a plain pillow. So you can use transform tool for free only on pillows and blankets. That is why I love using pillows because we can move it for free. I'm adding another layer of pillow, but the smaller one in front. The all-white cushion and pillow is very plain, so I added colors and textures with our autumn theme. I just used the colors alternately on the pillows. This is gonna be the small sofa chair for 2 since we have a very small entry space. But let's make it cozy by adding a blanket on the corner of the sofa. I also added a furry texture to it, which is perfect for the season. And now that we have a space in the middle, I can finally add a dining table. I really want to add a rectangular table for the family since we have a small seating area by the entrance. So this can also accommodate some guests coming over. I added a table runner, and I love using this new plaid texture, so we have to add more green cloth. I added another window here, so I guess we will just have it uneven since we do not want the whole wall filled with windows. I used this rustic chair, and this is perfect for our dining table since it gives this homey dining set. And since this is a starter family house, we have to add a baby chair on the side. So this house is for a family of 3, the couple having to raise their baby in this neighborhood. A very good small town because there is a school nearby and a grocery just across the road. I wanted to add some paper leaves garland, but I couldn't maybe because of the windows. But right now I moved the bedroom door a bit to the side so we could make room for a small table for the TV. So we will just use this small table since it is kinda perfect with the size of the wall. And we will use this small AQ Slim TV because they couldn't afford buying a large TV right now. Anyways, I added some frames on the empty sides of the walls. And the front door needs some clutter, so I just added an umbrella stand. I'm also adding some light switches by the door, and we have this empty corner space going to the bathroom. So let's just add a bookshelf here. I used the cluttered one so we just have less to fill out. And I moved this cooking pan since we have to move the door a bit to the right. I just added a calendar on the empty spot. Just adding some mats on the front door and bathroom door. Then we need some electrical outlets, so I'm just adding a few near the kitchen appliances, near the sofa chairs, and next to the TV. Now we will go to the bedroom, and since this is just a 3 by 3 square room, We might be having a problem if I added this double bed and a baby crib. So what I thought was making two single beds placed together. That way it would look like a double bed and both parents can really sleep on the bed. So I used my favorite cheap bed with frame. And I'm just coloring it and adding pillows so it would be easier to just duplicate it later. Again, we can use the transform tool for free on pillows. So I didn't buy any Game Pass for this account. If I see another person who will comment in there why I used transform tool in no Game Pass builds, hehe. That is why I am showing you guys how I made it and sharing what I have learned as I build. If you do not like to use this for free, then don't. I'm gonna use everything I can if it is free. Nothing's gonna lose on my end. Anyways, I added the baby crib on the space and placed a hanging mobile on the side wall. Now we can add more windows on the side to give this room a bit more natural lighting going in. And since we have a small room, how about the storage and cabinets? Don't worry, we have this back wall for more storage if you like. So I'm adding the tall overhead cabinet and then the normal overhead cabinet. Let's also add this organizer box for like the baby toys or something. And now we have a space to add a tall wardrobe. So we will use this industrial closet since we have folded and hanging clothes perfectly fit there. And since we cannot add it due to space errors, we will use delete undo technique again. So just move the cabinet first, then delete the bed. And then bring back the cabinet and do it the same thing. Just recoloring this closet cabinet so it would match the wooden texture on furnitures that we have been using around the house. I'm also adding this floor-length mirror and a laundry basket on the side. I added a light switch by the door and we would also need a hook for a coat or towel perhaps. Let's now move to the bathroom. And since this family has a baby, we would be needing a tub to bathe the baby. So we will just use this shower and tub combo. For the sink, we will use this industrial sink and I just love using this, especially it has a storage underneath. So we also need a laundry machine, so I will be adding this washing machine with a dryer to lessen the expenses. I also added this mirror with frame since it fits in this space. And let's recolor the sink by using a plain plastic sink, but make the bottom storage wooden. I'm just gonna add a bathroom soap and a toothbrush on the side. We will add some bath towels on the bottom storage and a toilet paper roll. Now for the toilet bowl, I'm gonna place it in the middle for easy access. And we will just have the basics like this toilet paper holder and a toilet pump on the side. Let's not forget a trash bin near the bowl and sink. And I'm also gonna change the color of the washing machine to dark stone gray just to match the other appliances. We have this wall empty, so let's add a shelf here where we could place some fragrances, and let's pretend that those are essential oils for the bathroom smell. And we will also add a square frame that looks like it is placed on the shelf. I also added this cute pumpkin candle which is perfect for the bathroom. Just change the lighting color so it wouldn't be too bright. And I also added the horizontal window for ventilation. We cannot add more hooks, so I just copied this towel hook and just changed the texture to your liking. Because this house has a baby that is nearly turning 12 months old, we need to add some baby items or toys that would make this house feel that there is a baby here. So I'm just adding a few toys on this corner and on the shelf. Let's add some lighting and I will use this sleek ceiling light around the house. So just change the lighting color to linen. I also forgot to change the color and texture of the roof, so just copy the ceiling from the slanted roof to match. And I just used the same ceiling light on the rooms. The center was missing something, so I just added the ceiling fan, but changed the color so it wouldn't be too bright. Now let's add some colors to the interior walls, and I just copied the color from the entrance door and colored the living and kitchen side the same. For the bedroom, I used reddish brown on half of the wall and the other half sides the same from the living area. And this color combination is the same for the bathroom. So a mixture of this wall and reddish brown. Anyways, now I can add a coffee table in the small living space. I didn't add one earlier because I was thinking it would just not fit with our small house. So I used this round glass coffee table so it wouldn't look too bulky. The small pumpkins are a perfect decor to be placed over here. And I just added the TV remote on the side. And since we are now in the autumn season, we need this rakes for the falling leaves here. And to finish off this house, I'm gonna add this outdoor wall lamp on the middle of the roofing and we are done. Yay! We finally finished one house on this neighborhood, and this is part 10 in our No Game Pass Autumn Town series. I think this costed around $40,000, but very worth it since we have built a cute starter family house. And if you have no Game Pass and you want to build a town, then this is for you. I made it in the middle of the two empty lots for now since this is a family house. And this is how it looks like outside. It is a small simple house. I didn't add a lot of landscaping in front, but if you like to add more, feel free to do so. We have no parking area here, so the family car would just be parked in this front space or by the parking spaces on the commercial stores. So this is how the inside looks like. Very cozy, and I didn't add much furniture since we have quite a small space. We have here the sofa chairs, which is very cute and perfect for the size of the living area. So the TV we have is small, but at least we have an entertainment, so yeah. We have the dining table here in the middle, and I left it empty, so if you like to add your table setup, that would be fine. The kitchen at the back is very simple. I left it with less appliances, but we can still cook here lots of food menus. We have the plates and bowls on that side of the cabinet, and over here are the prepping counter for easy access of the appliances. So this is how the living area, kitchen, and dining looks like. So let's go to the bedroom, and this is just a simple room as well. We got the parents' bed and baby crib over here. A lot of storage cabinets and a shared wardrobe closet on the side. I actually like how it turned out. I mean, we have a small room to work with and somehow we managed to place a lot in here. So yeah, this is the one bedroom. Let's go to the bathroom. And since we have a 2x3 bathroom, I also placed the laundry machine over there. So here is a combo of washer and dryer, but if you feel like spending more on laundry, you can buy the separate one. So I also added a cute potty on the side since the baby is almost 12 months and gonna be potty trained soon. So this shower and tub combo is great for starter families. And yeah, that is our small family house. Thank you guys for watching the part 10 of our No Game Pass Autumn Town series. This is the first house, so stay tuned for the next 2 parts left in this town before the full tour. Also guys, I would appreciate your support by giving this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell so you won't miss the latest videos I upload. Help me reach 10,000 subs before 2024 ends. This would help me a lot, especially in making future videos for you all. Love you guys. All the build information and decal codes I used in this video will be in the description box. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, or night. Love you all and take care. See you on my next video.